Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
There it
Good
is.
evening, folks. How we all doing today? And it's Victory Monday, so I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Ty?
I am doing well. It's always good to have a victory Monday, you know? Move my mic closer. Yes, indeed. Just shifted everything.
And it's always time to talk 49er football here, So
Yep,
we
yep.
defeated the Titans yesterday. What was it?
Yes, we did.
37-24, something like that.
Yep, something like that.
Well, honestly, they've been putting up some points.
Yeah.
I believe they put up 24 points on the Seahawks. That they're known for having a good defense at this point. So it's not like we're playing chumps here. Like literally, 4 last games they and of course here now my internet's having a hiccup on Monday.
Yeah. You
Anyway,
glitched up on me there.
So you're playing an NFL
I gotta frame this right.
team, even though it's the Titans. You're still playing a NFL team here, folks. The first pick in the draft versus the there we go. You're back. All right.
I'm there.
Say something, Ty.
I'm here. I think your internet is glitching out. I hear it glitching out. I don't think it's mine. But
that's the thing. It's like Monday or something. I'm trying to figure this out. I mean, my tablet, which is old reliable, probably the oldest piece of electronics I own, is just sitting over here putting in work. It's not complaining at all. It's just like it's just kind of funny,
Yeah, what can you do? Hold up, you were talking about the Titans, and we discussed this last week. They had their bye in week 10, 4 weeks ago. 5 weeks now, but 4 before playing us. And since their bye, they have been playing competitive football. Every game has been close. They've been pretty decent on offense, pretty decent on defense. Actually been pretty good on defense. And they've been playing close games. They've been in it. So they're trying to turn the page, turn a new leaf, get some things going, this young team. And that's what they've been doing. So they came in and once again played a hard-fought football game like we said they would do. Like we did not expect them to just, lay down and roll over. They played a competitive game. The game wasn't as close as like the final score seems really. Like it was in hand by the 49ers all the way. But they still competed for 60 minutes. And that's what you're going to get from teams throughout the league.
And it's not like the Tennessee Titans, are competing for the first overall pick. I don't think a team in the league competes for that. If you end up with it, you end up with it.
Yeah.
And we're just at the point, right? It's the last 4 games of the season.
Yep.
We got 3 left. We are 10-4. You know, there are a couple teams I believe locked playoffs berths, right? Like the Denver Broncos, and I think that one team, you know, their mascot's a sheep with horns. You know, like
oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
I mean, I have a guy in my ear telling me the Rams are the best team in football. I'm like, well, you know, okay. They lost to the Tennessee Titans, or not the Titans, but the Panthers, who we beat.
yeah.
You know, they just played the Lions at home, and that defense, I mean, it seemed like the Lions shot themselves in the foot. I'm not going to lie. I watched that game, and I was like, because I didn't get the Niners game, which, you know, where I'm at, right? But you know, I watched that game and I saw the Lions shooting themselves. They could have had them. They could have had them.
Yeah.
It was like I'm like, no team in the NFL can't be had. All right.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. Like,
it's the NFL. Hello. Any given Sunday. That's why the phrase exists. That's why you play the game.
Yep.
So,
and you know, the last 3 weeks, there's a lot of games that are going to have to do with playoff seeding, who wins their division, yada yada. You know, like when it comes to us, we got the Colts, who, you know, called up the retirement home, got the guy unhooked from life support. I'm just kidding. Phillip Rivers ain't that old. Come on.
No.
But you know, but they brought Phillip Rivers out of retirement, you know, to help them out. And I can't blame him. You know, he's got 10 kids. That's a big college bill. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's a big college bill. But I'm just looking forward. I'm already past the Titans game. You know, that's where I'm at. I'm pulling a Bill Belichick onto the Tennessee, onto the Indianapolis Colts.
That's the way it's supposed to be. 1 down, 3 to go. You move on.
You know, their defense is formidable. You know, they played who'd they play last week? Didn't they play the Seahawks last week?
Played the Seahawks yesterday, yes.
And they honestly had them for most of the game. But, you know, they have a good defense, though. And, you know, DeForest Buckner wasn't present because of a neck issue. I hope the guy's all right, you know. But they do. They have a good defense. They have one of the best running backs in the NFL, you know. Was it Jonathan Taylor? Is that right?
Jonathan Taylor, yep.
And you know, it's not like we're just going to walk in and stomp them. I expect a very competitive game here.
Yeah,
but you know, at this point, we're hot, right?
Yes, we are. It's the December football. Whether you're playing for playoffs or playing for pride, whatever, this is real football. Every team is going to come out and play some real football unless they absolutely stink it up, right? So you're going to get competitive games. The Colts are still in the thick of it. Even with all their injuries, right? They're still in the thick of it. They're still in the division race, still in the playoff race. They're right there in the thick of it. So started off hot, cooled off some, but they're still fighting for their life. So they're going to come out and play. Like you said, they have a very good defense. We know some players on there, Mooney Ward, DeForest Buckner, right?
Well,
I believe Sammy Womack.
I don't know.
I was about to say, I don't know if Sammy Womack's third's still there, but you know, familiar faces, and they got a bunch of good players. Offensively, Jonathan Taylor, Amir Abdullah running the football. Those are two good running backs. They make a good 1-2 punch here in the NFL, and they have some good receivers. So their offensive line is also very good. This is a good team. Started off very hot, just hit a cold stretch there, but they're still fighting. So they're going to compete. This will be a very good football game, but I'm not worried about it because if we come out and play 49ers football the way we did yesterday, we'll be fine. It'll be another victory and we'll be moving on. They just need to clean up some things, clean up the run fits, capitalize on the turnovers on defense because we could have had 3 turnovers yesterday. Missed opportunities, right? Got to capitalize on those. And offensively, just keep moving the ball, putting it in the end zone. I believe they were 4 for 6 in the red zone yesterday. That's very successful. Keep that going.
And that's a drastic improvement over last year.
Yeah,
last year, it would have been what? It would have been
terrible.
What, 2 for 6 with 4 field goal attempts, right?
Yeah. Well, remember, they started out the season. Game 1, they were 2 for 5 in the red zone? And they had the ball on they got the ball on the 8-yard line, one possession, and the 6-yard line on another possession, and settled for a field goal. So even this season, they've made improvements in the red zone.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice to see. Having George Kittle and Juwan Jennings. I think all he did was catch touchdowns yesterday. Oh.
It seemed like it,
right?
Yeah, 2, I believe. Yeah, but very good game by him.
It's just. It's just kind of like if that's all he's gonna do, I'm okay with that.
Well, he did more than that, but
Brock,
his impact in the red zone was very
mighty
good.
efficient.
Yep. You there? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just looking. Like, why isn't if now I'm starting to think it's the streaming service because everything else I have is not having issues.
Oh,
but anyway,
then
might be. Brock Purdy had a 140.3 rating.
Yeah, Brock played a hell of a game.
Being efficient, just like I said. Juwan, okay. He three catches, 37 yards. 2 of those were touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
short yardage catches, but moved the chain, scored a touchdown. It's all good. Yep. Took advantage of his opportunities. What I liked was the offense. They spread the ball around. It wasn't just the CMC and Kittle show like it's been all season. Everybody got involved. Jennings would get involved. He's third option on the offense. Good. But you saw they got Ricky Pearsall involved. And we've been waiting for them to elevate Ricky to get him his ops. And he got him. Right? You saw Juice. You saw Juice get involved. You saw Brian Robinson Jr. get his carries. Like when everybody is involved, the offense is so much better.
That's the truth. I mean, yes, the offense does have guys like CMC and George Kittle, the go-to. But if you don't get everyone else involved, then it's hard to keep those guys fresh even,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the overall stats of the game, and the Titans drafted a tight end I had my eye on. I had my eye on a couple there, last draft, just in the late rounds. But they got Gunnar Helm, 4 catches, 49 yards. The other one was the guy in San Diego, Orlando Gatson. That's another guy I liked. The draft falls how the draft falls.
Yes,
we can't control who the 49ers pick. We're not in the front office, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But so I mean, the Indianapolis Colts, they did lose. Oh boy. They did lose to the Seattle Seahawks yesterday, which honestly, Ty, if the Seahawks and the Rams lost and the Bears lost, you know what would have happened, right?
I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. I don't. I'm sorry. But I don't. I'm just tired of hearing if this, if that, if this, if that. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. Like, I don't care. All I care is about the 49ers winning, and that's what everyone should be focused on.
And we haven't clinched a playoff berth yet.
No. We have to take care of business. We have to win our games to clinch it. So that's the focus. Forget about hoping and wishing on everyone else. Do your job. Win your games, clinch, get in. That's it.
So, I mean, the 49ers, what's our win streak right now?
I believe it's 4 games.
I believe it's 4.
Is it? It's 4. Because we won the one before the bye. And 2, it's 4-game win streak.
Yeah. So we're hot, like I said.
Yeah. We're winning games. We're taking care of business. Doing what we're supposed to do. Let's keep this win streak going. And I said that. Let's keep it going. We'll have I said this before the bye. Well, during the bye. A 4-game win streak to end the season. And then let's get another 3 or 4-game win streak going in the playoffs. We do that, we're holding the big trophy at the end of the year. So let's just look at it that way. And it's very doable. We've done it before. We're in the middle of doing it right now. So let's just keep it going.
Yep. And when it comes down to it, like we all saw Sam Darnold in Minnesota last year, kind of fall apart down the stretch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that's what's going to happen, but that's what happened. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Win our games. We play the Seahawks week 18.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So that's, all the games we have are big,
Yeah. December football.
That's exactly
do what we got to do.
So I was actually looking at this chart.
Oh boy.
that it was talking about, you remember how everyone's like, oh, we have an easy schedule, this and this. Now, folks, a 4th place schedule doesn't mean you play all 4th place teams. Okay.
No.
All the 4th place, you still play your NFC division, your AFC division, your own division. That is 14 games that is not affected by where you place in your division.
Nope.
There are 3 games that are affected. That's it. And I mean, we actually played the Bears, who placed 4th in their squad last year, but it's a new year. It's a new year.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it only affects 3 games. Like,
Well, when they say, easy schedule, they're just looking at it on paper. Percentage points. Oh, this team, percentage point, add this team, percentage point. Oh, it's easy. That don't mean nothing about playing it on the field. On paper has nothing to do with on the field. And we know that. We know that. On paper, the Dallas Cowboys look great. What they doing right now? On paper, the Cincinnati Bengals have one of the best offenses in the NFL. How many points did they score yesterday? So you can keep that paper stuff. It's about what happens on Sundays in between those lines.
Now, Kenny, it could just depends, on the day. Could throw 3, like he'll put himself in a position. He'll put the defense in a position to take advantage of a situation.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. He will. He'll make those questionable throws that you're like, what are you doing? But he's not a us problem. So he'll become a us problem week 18. One game at a time, one play at a time. That's right, Bebop. Kenny, I sent you the chart. We don't have our schedule's not that easy, buddy. Last 3 games are against the Colts. I think they're 10-4? Or are they? I'd have to look.
No, they're like 8-6. Maybe they had a skid there.
They're in the middle of the skid.
Colts are 8-6. Yeah, they're in the middle of the skid, honestly. With the injuries and stuff they've had, they've dropped games. Well, they were dropping games before the injuries, but yeah. So they're 8-6.
8-6. 8-6.
Trying to do something there.
We played the Bears after that. They're 10-4, and we played the Seahawks after that, 11-3. How is that an easy schedule? You tell me.
Because at the beginning of the year, on paper, everyone said it was easy.
That's right. Remember, Chicago Bears were the 4th place team in that division last year.
Where they at now? Where are they now?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Remember, I was saying it only affects 3 games, but it's a new year too. So what did that team that finished 4th do to get better? And Chicago, I mean, we play the Colts next, 1 game at a time, right? But Chicago's got the type of defense you need to take care of the ball, all right? Because they do have the most takeaways in the league. You can move the ball on them, though.
Yes, you can.
If you take care of the ball, you will win the game. They're beatable. The Seahawks yesterday at Indianapolis, who's a team on a skid, barely beat them. They're also beatable. The Rams yesterday, beatable from what I saw. Like I said, there is no NFL team that can't be beat.
Nope.
That's how it is. So, Ty, is there anything you're looking forward to for next week?
I'm looking forward to some players returning. There's shots of like Tatum Bethune returning, and my guy Sam Okinawa. And I think 1 or 2 others maybe. I've really enjoyed. Those are 2 young guys that I've really enjoyed watching play this season. Love their development, where they are. So I'd love to see them, come back and continue to play well for us. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to us getting after old man Rivers, and because he can't move. He slides well, but I was watching, just some highlights of him play, and he looks old. He looks like he's been gone 5 years, right? He's kind of got that.
Did you see like there was like 1,000 memes come out after the Indianapolis Colts caught
I didn't even see that. No.
Oh, there was like 1,000 memes. A guy in a Colts jersey with a walker. That's just along the lines of what they were going. I was like, man, come on, he ain't that old, but for a quarterback in the NFL, yes, he is. Know, but it's just like, I was laughing. I'm older than that, so I'm like, hold on a second here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he just looked old out there. So I'm looking forward to see if we could get after them. Their O-line is very good, but I think we get some pressure on Breeze, make him uncomfortable. We got good pressure on Cam Ward. Yesterday, we had him running a lot. Drew Brees can't run like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I saw Bebop in the chat said Salah was in his bag this game. He's been in his bag the last like 3 games. Defense has been playing very well. So I'm looking for them to continue that. And, big challenge with Jonathan Taylor, as we mentioned. But the last time we faced a very good back, and it was a good challenge, was when we played the Falcons and Bijan Robinson, right? Remember, everyone was like, oh, he's the new CMC. He's the new best dual threat running back in the league. And we were able to shut him down. That was a great game plan by Salah, great execution by the defense. So I'm looking to see what they do this game. And I'm looking to see this offense continue to just score touchdowns. Touchdowns.
Expect us to put 8 in the box and make Phillip Rivers have to beat us.
Mm-hmm.
I fully expect us to do that.
Yeah.
And Kenny the Jakoski Tart Award. For missing INT, you get the Jakoski Tart Award. Now, oh, come on. That was years ago. I guess we can joke about it now.
Yeah.
Always
say the play that happened after that was worse than the Tart INT. That was even worse. Jimmy Ward and his stupid 15-yard penalty. Yeah.
Man. So, moving forward, win games, folks. We play the Seahawks at the end of the year. We play the Bears. We can improve our own playoff standing right there.
Yeah. Just one at a time.
This Thursday night, the Rams go to Seattle.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
somebody's got to lose, right? Well,
that affects our division. Yeah, someone's got to lose. Exactly.
Somebody's got to lose. So hey.
I got my fingers crossed the Seahawks are able to pull that out, but we'll see what happens. Just for helping us.
How does it help us? I don't even know. Like I said, I didn't care. I'm not looking at other teams. How does it help us? What does it do?
We play the Seahawks in week 18. So if the Rams lose, all of a sudden we bump up one step in the division. Then we play the Seahawks, who will be at the top of the division if they win in week 18. So we truly control.
So we would jump up to second place if that happens in the division you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, gotcha. And if things hold, we play for first place at the end of the year.
In week 18. Which is like 2019 drama, buddy. You remember that? Remember we won the division by that much?
Yep, sure do. Sure do.
That was a good hit by Greenlaw, by the way. I was like,
great play. Great stop.
I remember watching that play, Ty, and the first thing out of the commentator's mouth, who I'm not a fan of Chris Collinsworth, the first thing out of his mouth is, I think he got in.
Yeah.
It's like, uh-huh.
Yeah. And he's clearly short.
Damage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we ain't got a lot to talk about. Yetur Gross-Matos' practice window was open last week. They didn't activate him this last game. Maybe they'll activate him this next game.
Yeah.
Samo, hopefully he's back.
Yep.
I didn't hear any bad reports. I honestly, I thought I saw an article that said that they held him out for precautionary reasons. Because they want him to be around for the long term here.
Yeah. It's smart. It's what you do. And did you notice guys were slipping on the field yesterday?
Bad. Now I did watch. I watched the replay, of course. If I don't get the game, I'll always watch the replay. And I was like, did it rain in Frisco before the game or something? Like,
guys were slipping around out there. I'm like, what's going on with the field? I've never seen guys like slip on our field like that. It was weird. So I hope the grounds crew work on that, get something done, because Like those last 2 games are at home and they're big ones. We can't have our guys slipping around like that.
And they have about a week and a half, a little bit over a week and a half to figure that out. You know, so
yeah, take care of it. Like get on that.
You know, if you have to get a compactor and just drive over the whole thing a couple times,
or replace the grass, do something, because it was bad. It was bad. I remember seeing one of our defensive tackles just slip on the snap of the ball, and they wound up getting like an 8-yard run off of it because the guy ran right where he fell. I was like, we can't have this. It's just like, what is going on here?
Man, speaking of the defensive tackles, now CJ West and Alfred Collins.
Yep.
The whole reason we got them is to take up space and free up the tacklers behind them, linebackers, safeties, so they can make tackles. Yesterday, Tennessee was actually doing a good job of running the ball, but this is all on tape, and Salah's got, every time this happens, Salah always cleans it up next week.
Yeah. I think our rotation was affected due to what's his name's injury. Who got injured before the game? Jeez. I'm drawing a blank.
Jordan Elliott.
Jordan Elliott. Thank you so much. Jordan Elliott's injury right before the game, I think, kind of messed up our rotation. And it kind of threw things off. And we were short. All of a sudden, we're short a defensive tackle. So, like you said, hopefully we'll see what his status for next week. Maybe we can plug in somebody. Who knows? But, we started off the game just shorthanded.
Kevin Givens has kind of been a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
So, we do have another body we can bring up. And we got Evan Anderson on the practice squad if we want to bring a thick fella up. I mean,
I don't know why he's just been sitting there all year. Like, I would have loved to see him and Alfred Collins together. Those 2 big dudes just clogging up the middle there. Yeah, good luck running in the middle with them 2 dudes out there. Oh.
Maybe they're saving him for a rainy day,
Okay, but 3 weeks left. Like,
it's a rainy day, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, break out that umbrella. We can use them now. Come on.
Evan Anderson didn't play bad last year for what we saw.
No.
He was put in from necessity because of injury. Yeah, but honestly, from what I saw, he was coming right along, and
he was.
It's like, and we drafted Alfred Collins and CJ West. Yeah, we got Kalia Davis and Jordan Elliott, but that's no reason not to have him up in the rotation somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, you can bring him up. It's not a problem.
Oh. That's a them problem. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we got our own problems. Like Ricky Pearsall re-injured himself yesterday.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I feel no sympathy for anyone that has an injured player. Okay, none.
Sorry, none. Like Chiefs fans out there crying.
Yeah.
So. Talk to me when you lose 3 quarterbacks in the season. How about that?
Yeah. Hey, we actually lost 4 that year.
Actually, that was 4, yeah. Because even this dude got knocked out. So we lost all the quarterbacks, right? So yeah.
And we had a one-armed quarterback go back in the game. It was it was a very bad situation.
Exactly.
And Kenny, this is what I've been saying. Not one is a scary team.
None. This thing is wide open. It's there for the taking. Just got to go out and take it.
That's exactly it. You know what? If some way Shanahan makes it to the Super Bowl and wins it, if that dude don't get Coach of the Year, I'm gonna have to bust out the pitchfork and the torch and head to the AP. Locate. Yeah. Well, Associated Press is all over the place nationwide. I mean, I'll be a busy man, but I'll still do it. It's like,
We traveling the nation looking for heads to roll.
Dude, I mean, seriously, look at what he's dealt with over the course of the season. If anyone deserves it this year, All right, Ty. So I think it's time we get on out of here. No, we don't have to go an hour. We just have to go. Okay.
Yep. Folks. Yep.
So East Coast Red and Gold. Last week you went on Tuesday, which kind of threw me off. I still tuned in because you had Matt Mielko.
Yes, we had Matt on. He couldn't make it on Wednesday, so we had to do Tuesday. So, hey, when Matt says, can you do Tuesday? You do Tuesday, right? It's what you do. But, yes, we'll be back on this Wednesday, 5 Pacific, 6 Central, 7 Central. No, wait, I did that wrong. It's 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Mm-hmm. And I believe John Chapman, who everyone knows from 49ers Rush Road Trip and his own podcast, will be joining us on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you guys getting Eddie DeBartolo Jr. on there? I mean, for heaven's sake. Get all the...
We're working on it.
I expect it one of these days. I honestly do, But, yeah, East Coast Red and Gold, folks. Wednesday, it's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern?
Yep.
That's right. And, of course, Corey Davis 49er Wednesday. It's the NFL pick season. And I already got a glimpse at this week's pick sheet, which I still have to send out. There are 11 games, Ty, out of the 16 that could go either way.
Oh, wow.
So this week's going to be chaos and mayhem. This would be good,
All right.
But yeah, well, I'm on at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, folks. Don't forget to tune in. And yeah, we'll see you all next week. Hopefully for another Victory Monday.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And, as Corey Davis says, go 49ers.